Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, and we are just a day or two away from the brand new Escalation of Freedom update coming to the game, and with it, brand new enemy types. But there are some new leaks about the Illuminate, including first-hand looks at some of them in-game, and new voice lines that have been added, and there could be even more new factions coming in, along with the Terminids and Automatons. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So we have the Escalation of Freedom update coming in just a few days, but thanks to Tier 5 NPC, we actually got a bunch of callouts to Illuminate and planetary activity that was previously found in the files, but now there are actually audio versions of this. Along with that, Iron Sight, one of the most notable data miners, actually went ahead and rendered some of these screenshots of the Illuminate and went ahead and put them into the game so we could get a first-hand idea of how they'll look when we actually face off with them. And I went ahead and combined the two, so without further ado, let's look at that first and then go into the new faction.
Squid outpost spotted. Squid warp gate. Deploying flare. Squids. Illuminate artifact acquired. Illuminate teleporting in. Squid outpost. Illuminate. Artifact collected. Squids. Fortifications. Alien wildlife found. Assessment. Adorable. Dangerous wildlife. Run! Decreased visibility. Should help obscure our movements. Additional extraction point located. Requesting fortifications.
Look at the galactic map. We notice that currently it is divided in such a way that there is going to be room for 2 more factions, meaning that there will be something coming after the Illuminate. But the question is, well, what is it going to be? And it appears that there is a person or a architect, if you will, that is running the game behind the scenes and could be actually be responsible for not only the 2 current factions, but also the 3rd Illuminate, and then also a 4th faction as well, at least according to some current theories. One that I liked by Asunder is that he's controlling all of them. This is all a giant war against Super Earth. Now, the first thing to go over is that there are a lot of people that are hoping we get rebels in the game, and it's very possible that that is an actual option, because Iron Sight's pointed out that in the files right now, there is an NPC type named rebels. And what's important to know is that cyborgs in the original Helldivers game were the rebels, and they were a product of Super Earth. Because Iron Sight's broke down pretty easily what's going on with the rebel faction, because there is a gentleman called the Architect, as we mentioned, that seems to be the creator of the bots. It is going to be fairly far away, and it was possibly sourced from the second group of cyborg researchers that fled from Cyberstan during the 100-year raid. These researchers then formed the Automaton Development Group. However, it's unknown right now if the Architect is even human, and file strings speculate being an entirely new alien race, though that is speculated by the NPCs that are also in the game. We've actually seen science officers NPCs that we went over in a video the other day. They look to be part of an ongoing crew progression system that would be really cool coming in the near future. There's also this other really cool transmission, and it will give you a little bit more lore and insight and go into a little bit further of what Iron Sight is actually talking about into the cyborg menace.
History matters. After the First Galactic War, Super Earth kindly allowed the cyborg secessionists to live, giving them stable work deep within the mines of Cyberstan. But, twisted by their implants, the cyborgs sought their revenge by creating the Automaton Legion.
So it's very clear that the cyborgs went to Cyberstan, created the automatons to fight us, but that the Architect might actually be one of those units, and he also seems like he could be involved in the evolution of the bugs in some capacity. As Iron Sight says, one of the NPCs says the Architect is involved with the evolution of bugs in some ways. I mean, that's a pretty clear-cut thing going on right now. We've even seen images right here of the Bile Titan, or Bile Charger, which is a variant which could very well be that evolution that the Architect is working on. So while I do think it is possible there's going to be a rebel faction that could be the 4th one, I like the idea that it's going to be an entirely new race. Symbiotes would be very cool, and that the rebels will be more of a side faction slash mini faction that pops up from time to time. It doesn't make sense to really have us fight humans when there are so much more deadly threats, although when we look at how we're doing in the war, we're probably the most deadly. That being said, my bet is that the 4th faction is going to be the Bamboo Wizards. I mean, look at this image right here. You can clearly see a Helldiver in the woods facing off against a Bamboo Wizard, and it is absolutely terrifying. This is what nightmares are made of, and this is probably what the Architect will end up being. In fact, look at this potion right here. A Bamboo Wizard potion mixed with the Illuminate psychosis powers would be absolutely devastating to anyone else. I even have rare, never before seen footage of a human that actually gets turned into one of these Bamboo Wizards, which would fit in line with the Bamboo Wizards being something that was designed by the Architect. Check it out right here. Okay, enough with the jokes. I hope you guys like the theories about Cyberstan, a fourth faction, and the Rebels, and I do hope that if we do get Rebels, they kind of play like the C stratagem drop that should be coming in the near future. I'll actually play a video of it here, but there's actually AI already designed around humans and how it would function when you call them in to fight for you, so let's go ahead and take a look at that right now.
At any cost.
宠物里边没白眼猪。
快让我看看，哪儿呢哪儿呢？
美国伞兵是吗？
还真他妈给呀！我操了，这是什么啊？还真是啊！前面有，前面有。
你妈这月球漫步呢，这鱼竿搁在这儿，哎呦还有拿机枪的，哎呦拿步枪的。
我就好奇这东西能打死队友，能打死自己人。
但是他为啥悬浮着走？
可以呢，可以呢，我觉得还可以，打铜还可以。
死了一个。
哎，两口就死了，太棒了！哎，打铜还可以啊，枪法挺好。别走，我来了。
哎，虫子，哎，坦克，快跑，快跑！先走！哎呀，
没进去，操！
傻逼吧，那么大一个你看不见，你不是傻逼谁傻逼？我操！
快动！
机枪换弹。
哎，你的美国让你死完了好像。啊，没有，还在奋斗。然后坦克冲过去撞死2个，还剩1个吧？活了一个。那一个在被群殴，哎，真的有时候。
Let me know down below, what do you guys think about the upcoming enemy types in Helldivers 2? Are you more excited for the Illuminate, the sub-factions, or the Escalation of Freedom update with the new Terminids and Automatons? And also, don't forget to check out these videos right here where I cover all news and information on Helldivers 2. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading democracy.